Yo, what's up? Welcome back to Alpha Central, I'm your host Jack, and today we're taking a look at single moms crying after rejecting their divorces. But let's jump right in, right after you subscribe, of course.
Disclaimer, this video was made for strictly comedic/artistic purposes. No offense is intended towards any individual featured in this video.
I feel like I'm making the video I need to see right now because sometimes life just isn't better after divorce. The thing is, I know it will be. I know it will be, and that's what's getting me through this time, but man, I am really sad. I'm not doing well. I'm not coping well. I miss my husband. I miss my married life, and that's okay to admit. And I just want to feel strong, and I just want to feel like I'm doing well, and I'm just not. I know I'm not the only one.
Oh, now she misses him? Funny how strong and independent turns into lonely and broke real quick.
It's my wedding anniversary today, and because this date has been ingrained in me for so long, of course it was the first thing that I thought about when I woke up this morning. And then I realized, yeah, we're still technically married, but this is far from being a celebratory anniversary. We're knee deep in the middle of a divorce. He's waking up in someone else's bed while I'm here, and it hit me harder than I thought it would. And I don't know why.
Ma'am, you can't have a breakup and an anniversary. Pick a struggle.
So I just walked into my baby daddy's house, right? Look at this. This used to be a picture of me, him, and his son. Look when I take the back off. Not the titty crop. No.
If you're missing from the family photo, maybe that's a mirror, not a mistake.
My baby daddy quit his job as an electrician where he was making over 6 figures a year to work a minimum wage job at a fast food place just so he wouldn't have to pay me $3,000 a month in child support. Is that not ridiculous? He would rather take a massive pay cut than to give me money to pay for his kids. I'm just so right now because how am I going to pay for my mortgage? How am I going to pay for my mortgage? And you can tell me to go get a job, but then who's going to watch my kids? Because putting my kids in daycare is going to cost more than my freaking house. So what am I supposed to do? He's trying to act like he should only be responsible for 50% of the kids' expenses, and he doubts that they cost $6,000 a month. But I'm like, sir, I am doing 100% of the raising. I feed these kids every night. I put them to bed. I wake them up in the morning. I get them dressed. You're not doing any of that. So you should be 100% taking care of them financially. I told him when we first got together I was never going to get a job and he was going to have to take care of me, and he was okay with that. But now we're divorced and he's saying that he shouldn't be paying my bills.
She calls it child support, but let's be honest, it was mortgage support. Just get a job.
Hi, my name is Riley. I'm a newly single mom with full custody of her 3 children with little to no help. I was a stay-at-home mom for 4 years, so when their father and I separated, I had only $300 in my bank account. During that time, I didn't have a job or have to worry about paying bills, so when we separated, I quickly realized how expensive life is. So I got a job, and then I got a second job in hopes of being able to afford the babysitter for my first job.
So let me get this straight. You fought for full custody, and now you're shocked it's actually full-time work? Unbelievable.
I just miss my old life. I can't help but cry today. I miss having a husband. I miss my family. I miss having a husband. And I miss my husband. I don't want just any husband. I want my husband. Mine. Miss mine. I miss mine. Mine. I don't know why. I'm really stuck. No, you guys are sick of this. You guys are so sick of this. I don't blame you. I don't know how to replace my husband. I don't know how. I'm lonely. I'm sad. I miss my family.
Look, lady, if you threw away your man, don't act shocked when you're left with a mess.
What's up? Because I'm finna expose you. What? Because that don't look enough for all my kids. That don't look enough for all my kids. What is that? That's just one burger? One burger, one fry?
What he like? What do you mean?
Okay, what about my kids?
What about your other kids?
Okay, but them your kids' siblings, though.
What are you talking about? What are you mad
Them my kids, them your kids' siblings, though.
So what you?
So my other kids finna be left out.
You didn't feed them?
You know I don't get my food stamps to the 7th.
Send him down to the car. He ain't got any for his brother. He come right out to the car. He with me.
No. You know what? Fine. Give it here.
Thank you.
Give it here. Give it here.
kids.
Look here. So the whole world is basically bashing me right now because I'm the baby mama who was upset at her baby daddy because he only decided to give his child McDonald's and not the rest of my other 3 kids. I have 4 kids. All my other kids knew him. He was buying the McDonald's when we were together. My kids have to go through a transition of our breakup as well. Like me and you used to be together. They used to see you. You used to do it for them. But now you don't want to do that for them anymore.
He showed up for his kid. The others, not his problem. Maybe try remembering which child belongs to which man before demanding Happy Meals for everyone. Divorced, 6 years and still single? Yeah, that's what happens when you quit your marriage and blame life instead of yourself.
I'm a single mom. Of course no man is ever going to want me because I have too much baggage. I'm a single mom. Of course I'm the lowest fruit on the tree. I'm a single mom. Of course I need to be staying at home the nights that my children are with their father instead of going out socializing with friends. I'm a single mom. Of course I need to step up and finally be a parent for once. I'm a single mom. Of course I shouldn't have standards for me and my children because beggars can't be choosers. I'm a single mom. Of course I should have stayed with my children's father because settling for the bare minimum and letting my children grow up in a broken home is so much better than growing up in 2 homes where the parents are both happy and healthy.
Ma'am, you walked away from your marriage, and now that the streets gave you nothing but echoes, you want a refund? So he was your safe person, and you still threw him out? Hate to break it to you, ma'am, but you played yourself.
Bro, why would you get him something from Walmart for Valentine's Day?
That's
we
all
don't
I
get
can do.
his clothes from Walmart. We go to like the children's place. You could at least
So
went
you
to
really
Burlington.
shaming my parents?
I would have.
You really
settled
shaming
for
my parents?
Burlington.
That's sad as hell, bro. I try
You
to
went
show up
to
at the father when
Walmart.
I can,
You went to
bro.
Walmart.
That's all I got,
Valentine's
bro.
Day gift.
I'm saying though, like,
Why would you go to Walmart for his?
you act like it's a big deal. He only 2 years old. Spider-Man, that ain't. Bro, I don't got the money to go to Cheers' place.
More than this, like
and Gap, bro.
You go to Dollar Tree. You go to Dollar Tree. You go to Walmart. You go to the thrift store.
That's the best I can do. As long as my son got clothes on his back and food in his mouth, I'm okay with that.
This is what happens when women value labels over love. Kids got a dad who cares, and that still isn't enough.
What's going on, Nick? Want me to lay with you? You're tired? Are you okay? Mommy. Mommy's right here, yeah?
When the baby's up asking for dad, that's a reminder that fathers matter, no matter what single moms might say. She really thought she could blow up the marriage and keep the family group chat? Come on, lady.
I'm really frustrated because my ex, end of sentence, because of so many reasons. Co-parenting is not working. He hates me. You don't have to like me, but he won't communicate with me. He won't do anything. And then today, like, he just lied to our doctor for the kids. And I don't know how to fix it. And he triggers me in every way. And I feel really alone. So I can't go to my mom, because if I go to my mom, I'm just gonna get a lecture and told that I'm not doing enough, and like I'm not doing it the right way, and that, you know, I just need to like put my foot down and like blah 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 and all these other things. And okay, it doesn't matter what I say to him because it literally goes in one ear and out the other, and he doesn't want to hear it, and he doesn't want to like come to the table and actually problem solve. He just wants to make it my fault, which is, it's his fault at this point. Like at this moment in time, the things that are going on are his fault.
Struggling to co-parent? Maybe start by owning your part instead of acting like the world's against you.
I just fell in the parking lot of Walmart. And I went to grab my phone in that moment that I was hurting. And I wanted to call my husband and cry to him and have him comfort me like y'all was had after 25 years. The first thing I wanted to do was call him. And then I realized that he's not mine to call anymore. And how alone I really am. And it sucks. It really sucks. And I haven't been able to stop crying since. And I'm fine. But it sucks so bad.
Ma'am, you walked away from your husband. Don't start crying now because you have to stand on your own 2 feet.
I want to stop thinking about him. I want to stop wondering what he's doing. I want to stop wanting to tell him about my day. I want to stop missing my good morning and good night texts. I want to stop longing for his presence. But at the same time, I don't want to stop any of that. God, that sounds so crazy.
If you wanted your husband back, maybe don't treat him like an option. But hey, hindsight's always 20/20 for quitters.
Not even a text on Mother's Day. So I'm a single mom. I'm not dating. I don't have a boyfriend. I'm not seeing anybody. Like, I don't have a situationship. Nothing. Okay? As I was getting dressed today, my sister says, Mom got you a gift. And I'm like, oh, she didn't have to do that. And she actually said, remember the other day when I asked you if Madison's dad has given you anything for Mother's Day, if he gave you anything for last year? And I said, yes. And she's like, and I knew that the answer was no, but I wanted to confirm with you. And because of that, Mom wanted to make sure that she had something to give you because she knows that you don't have anybody. So she gave me sunglasses, and my nephew gave me beautiful roses. And I'm so grateful for having such, a good family that thinks about me. And it also makes me really sad because I don't expect anything from this man. But at the same time, I guess I kind of am right because I'm the mother of your child. Like, that doesn't warrant a happy Mother's Day. Can't even send a quick text. A text message literally takes 5 seconds. You can speak into Siri, like, hey, happy Mother's Day, send.
Divorced and demanding gifts? If you ended the marriage, don't act surprised when the perks end too.
So, I don't know how to get over my ex. I admitted it. It's been like 5 months since my breakup, and when I tell you that I wake up every day with the most crippling anxiety of my life, I would not be lying. I have tried everything. People say make more friends. I've made so many friends, and it just doesn't fill the void that I have. People say get new hobbies. I joined golf. I'm doing skating. I joined a gym for the first time in my life. I really started doing more art stuff. Still cannot get over my ex.
Can't move on? Sounds like karma after you threw away a good thing for a feeling.
What happened? So we have a court order signed by the judge that the child goes with him. It's signed by the judge.
What judge?
The Marion County one. So here's the deal. She's talking about if we take her, she's going to go to jail. We don't want to arrest her because it's going to do nothing but make her look bad. We don't want her in trouble. We don't. Because then if she tries to go to get the kid back and it looks like she got arrested, why we did this, by order of the judge. But listen to, but please listen to me, dear. By us doing this signed by a judge, if she ends up getting arrested for interfering with this while we're doing it on behalf of a judge, it's gonna look real bad on her, and I don't want her in trouble. I don't. Please stress that.
So
it's signed by a judge.
Lady, if a man fresh out of prison is still a more stable parent, maybe you reflect instead of throwing a tantrum.
I'm literally sitting on my bathroom floor. I just need to talk about this really quickly. Divorce is very hard, especially when you have kids. I got married with the intention of staying with that person forever, right? Because I had a child with them and I wanted that family to be this perfect family. That didn't happen, right? And now I have to deal with not having my daughter all the time, and it breaks my freaking heart. You have no idea. Her dad gets her every other weekend, and I know I get her a lot of the time, and it's just, you just feel like a bad mom when you're not with her.
Should have thought about the kid before filing those papers. Now you're stuck co-parenting with regrets.
Okay, so in November, I decided I no longer wanted to be a responsible parent, and I gave up my kids. I was just tired of being responsible and caring for them. I felt like I was too young and I wanted to go out there and experience life, and I started dating someone else, so it just didn't fit with my new lifestyle. And I didn't have anything to worry about because the other parent is a very responsible parent. But now I'm here because now I'm in child support, and to top it off, I'm really pissed off that I took care of them all the way up to November, and I couldn't claim them on my taxes because the other parent had already claimed them.
You checked out on your family to chase freedom, and now you're surprised the good parent stepped up? That's what happens when you run from your duties.
To be honest, I don't know what happened, but we need a redo.
You got rid of him, and now you're surprised that no one else stepped up? Play stupid games, win lonely prizes.
Sometimes being a single mom makes me feel completely robbed of my motherhood experience. Like, I just know. I know deep in my bones that if I had more support, I could show up better. I know I would be more patient. I would have so much more time to just like pour into myself and be a better mom, and also pour into my son. But being a single parent or an only parent means that you're literally doing everything on your own. You carry 100% of the burden. And sometimes I wonder who I would be if I had more support. During my pregnancy, especially when Adrian was younger, and especially now. And then you wonder like how your kid's gonna remember you. And usually when you have two healthy parents, someone can just step in when the other one's having a mental breakdown or they need space, and you don't get that when you're a single parent. Or at least you don't get that when you're the only parent. And the kicker is that you can never fully lean into your maternal energy because you're always shape-shifting from masculine to feminine because you have to give tough love too. And sometimes I don't want to be the bad guy. Any major life decision, any parenting decision is made completely on your own. And you will spend 50% of the time wondering if it was the right call and not having anyone to be like, yes, babe, that was right. Or you're not crazy, or I back you on that. Not to mention realizing that literally 90% of the memories that I make with my son, I'm the only one who will remember, and I have no one to share them with because kids don't remember stuff. And I know I'm a good mom, but I just know it's not supposed to be this hard.
Funny how being independent starts to feel like punishment once the fantasy wears off. She's hyped over pocket change while expecting a mansion. Reality check, this is what freeloading looks like.
I'm sitting in my car crying at the grocery store. And I feel like a child. But I just went in and bought dinner to just make for myself. And wow, it hurts. Like, I hate this life. I wish I could have just did things different. Like, I know it's not all my fault, but like, fix your problems with your spouse, because this sucks.
Divorce didn't fail you, ma'am. You failed the marriage. And now you're shocked the peace you chased was actually just loneliness.
You really come here eating in front of me and my kids, though? For real, though? For real, though? What a grown man provides, okay? What you come here with one box of food? I have 8 kids in this house. We supposed to just look at you feed yourself? We supposed to look at you feed yourself? What you mean? Okay, it's lunchtime. They had a little breakfast. They had a little breakfast. Okay, it's lunch. It's 3 meals a day. How you gonna come here with one box of food? You a grown man? You a little boy, because a grown man would have fed my kid. A grown man would have fed my kid. A grown man, now what? Now what? They just supposed to run around here and watch you eat? No. I can't believe it either.
Expecting your boyfriend to pay for the consequences of your past? That's not a relationship, that's a scam.
I'm divorced. I thought I'd be happier, except the judge set the child support amount at $326 a month. $326 a month for 2 kids for child support is what he has to pay me. $326 a month. Because he's not working. Because he chooses not to. I was able to cross-examine him, which was fun. And I asked him how many hours a week he spends working. Or trying to sell houses, because technically he still has a real estate license. So technically he's still a realtor. He said 15 hours a week, approximately, is how many hours he works per week. Grown man. Grown, able-bodied man with transportation and no childcare to worry about. Says he works 15 hours a week.
This lady thought divorce was her payday, but you can't cash out by burning bridges. You just end up broke in every way that counts.
Last time I was single, I was 24 and the dating pool was everyone. And now it's like a shallow puddle of age-appropriate men who are old and gross, and I don't want to do that.
It's not that the dating pool is shallow, it's that you sank your own market value and now you're mad no one's diving in. Acting like the silence is a punishment? Newsflash, lady, it's your own doing.
Good morning. I'm not just trying to cry on TikTok. I need your help. I woke up nonstop crying about my ex, missing him so much. And I'm overwhelmed that I will always feel this way, or that this person will always cross my mind. Again, I'm trying to not just cry on this app. But I don't have health insurance at the moment, so I don't have a therapist. I have friends who've been really great. I just don't know how to get through today. How do you get through where your brain just can't stop thinking about them?
Actions have consequences, and sometimes the consequence is waking up alone, missing the man you pushed away.
So y'all know that video that's trending about regretting getting a divorce because you was bored? Baby, I'm about to be the new... I'm gonna be home, bored with routine. I'm gonna be spoiled. I'm gonna be pampered. I'm gonna be cooking, cleaning. Girl, I'm gonna live the Cinderella life, whatever the hell you wanna call it. I can't wait to be bored. So thank you to the ex that divorced my man.
She got tired of a good man. Now her replacement's tired from getting spoiled by him. Make it make sense.
And I hate to be one of those women that come on TikTok and cry. And people are like, why is she doing that? I'll tell you that almost 2 years ago, my ex and I divorced after 23 years of marriage. And it's been almost 2 years. It has been the hardest, most loneliest time of my life. I mean, if somebody would have said that I would feel and walked through what I have walked through, I would have said, no, I won't, because I will not make it. I will not survive very long. I just pulled in my driveway from work, and I don't want to go inside because my kids aren't home this week. I also, when I look to the left, I see our basketball court and 2 basketballs in the yard. And I'm not going to move those. They're reminders of these precious children that I have. And that I can't stop. But man, times like this suck when I don't want to go inside my home because there's no one to go home to. No one is in there waiting for me. I will not be greeted by anybody. And that is a really hard place to be.
She thought life after divorce would be freeing, that she'd have options, a fresh start, but now she's sitting alone, crying her eyes out and realizing she made the biggest mistake of her life. You guys have made it to the end of the video. Make sure to like and subscribe if you want to see more videos just like this. And remember, according to YouTube, the best way to help the channel in the algorithm is to watch some of my videos right after this video. So if you like this video, you might as well watch another one. Till next time.